just like Michael is saying that England doesn't have one player who's confident, on the other side, India doesn't have one player who is not confident. Right? At this point, given form, bowler or batter.
They say winning is habit for a reason, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you get into good habits. You start thinking positive. Even if you are in tough situation, you know that you can get the team out. Or some individual is just putting the hand up there and saying that, okay, I'm going to do it for the team. And you've seen that in the tournament so far with the Indian team, getting more and more confident. During the Asia Cup, you were talking about that little part about the fielding, where they were dropping few more catches than they would have liked, but they've worked on that aspect of the game. In the World Cup, you're saying they've come up with a medal for the guy who is going to be the outstanding fielder on that particular day.
And they love it.
So then they're doing all these small little things which are working for them. More matches you win, more situations you win like this in games, which helps you get on top and win matches, better it is going to be for them going forward. So it's actually all the good signs. They might be doing something which we are all saying that that blip on the way. Maybe they don't need it, even if they are going like.
Well, they had the blip. They had the blip today.
Yeah, but they're winning those.
And they've won by 100.
So obviously, then everyone is going to be confident.
Yeah, though the thing is, I mean, even after a win, you always like that you're still trying to nitpick and say, where can we be better? And I don't need to ask Michael and Zach about that because the captain himself has said it after the game. So he's the best person. He's the one who has the reins. I'm reading it on the Cricbuzz app right now. He's saying, we were challenged up front. They bowled pretty well. And he says we were great with the bat. Losing 3 wickets wasn't the ideal situation. A couple of guys threw it, including myself. So he has said that. He has acknowledged the fact that a few of the batters did throw it. We discussed this in the mid-show as well. Perhaps went too early, did Rohit Sharma to accelerate, but he's cognizant of that. But he's also saying it wasn't, he says, a couple of guys, including myself, threw it. When you look at the overall picture, we were 30 runs short. It's not something you see every day. When you start your innings, you have to try and get a couple of wickets to put the pressure back on the opposition, and you can always rely on our seamers, so that's a good thing. But yes, it's very important that the batters put runs on the board. So it's great. India has won by 100 runs, but the captain is cognizant of the fact that there was a blip today in the batting. And I like the fact that Rohit is saying, all right, we've won, but we've got to look in isolation at our batting discipline, and we could have been better at that. It's a great attitude.
Well, Rohit has been good with that. Like you've seen, he's very realistic in his approach, not afraid of accepting the mistakes, which is very important for a leader. If you don't understand or accept the fact that you're doing something wrong, you will never be able to change it.
Yeah,
so I think from that point of view, it's great that he's acknowledged that fact for everyone to stay grounded and on track. I think in a tournament like this, if you're winning every game, it's very important that as a group you don't get complacent or you get overconfident or cocky. So it's a nice way of putting when the leader sees it that okay, it's fine, we've been doing well, but there are still things which you can improve on.
Yeah, and I wonder in the dressing room if he would just give a little bit of not a warning shot, but to the players, say if we bat like that against an Australia, New Zealand, South Africa in a semi-final, they will chase 230.
Yeah.
Because you're up against a very confident South African batting lineup, a very confident New Zealand batting lineup, and a very, very confident Australian batting lineup. They're up against a batting lineup tonight that has no confidence.
Yeah.
So the other 3 teams I've just mentioned who are playing well, I think they would have got the 230 on that pitch against that attack tonight.
Yeah.
So if you bat like that in a big semi-final, when it really counts, there is a chance that you're going to get knocked out of the World Cup. So I think Rohit will probably be sending that message to the team in the dressing room.